sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Got his man, Dell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Steven Sims. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon from 13 yards out. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Beckham goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. After
7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. In motion left is Beckham. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. Two yards to go, second down. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
As Stroud now to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A handoff to Mixon. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Hill. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Beckham goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Tua. He finds his target, Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Tua going to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jonnu Smith from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 3. Stroud. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 3. Stroud looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Right back to Achane on second down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this returnable for Sims. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense...
You can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Delson in motion. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion right, that's Dell. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Open man downfield is Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And fights through one man. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A run straight ahead with Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Fuller run show Fatukasi in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 83 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down of about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he is drying up a little bit here? Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 3rd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Tua. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Hill going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
From the gun, it's Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud. And it's caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Tua. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Tagovailoa
steps away. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. One final try for Tagovailoa. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.